Joe, can you change this stupid damn ice cream theme already? Nobody likes it and it's killing the vibe.
Yeah, Joe, the character popsicle video is over, bro. Just take it off already.
But I actually have kind of grown to like it, though.
No! I own the server now, so it's my rules and my regulations. The theme is staying and Donnie is never coming back.
Regulation is a pretty big word for you.
Shut your mouth before I ban you and call a nuke on you.
Oh, shut up with your empty threats, old man. You banned Donnie, took over his server, and now you're threatening everybody who calls you out. Radical left Biden stealing the whole show? Yeah, I'ma laugh hard when Donnie gets back and puts you in your place.
Retweet if you're on the left.
What did he mean by this?
Donnie did say in our last video that he's coming up with a plan, so I'm kind of scared to see what he does. You better watch yourself, partner.
Exactly, bro. It didn't sound like an empty threat from Donald. Joe clearly didn't learn his lesson after Nixon had him arrested.
Personally, I'm hoping Donald gets the feds to lock Joe up again.
Oh, will you guys stop the meat riding? Donald's fat ass is not going to do a damn thing for the last time. Donald is an embarrassment to us as presidents and a failure as a human being. He can suck my...
Do you want to say that to my face, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr.? You don't have the balls to do anything, you brain-dead dumbass dogshit crook! And why the hell does my server look like this?
What in tarnation? The Dawn is back!
Oh, you're cooked now, Joe.
It's actually Jover now, for real.
What the frick? How? How is this possible? I'm going to ban your ass again.
Yeah, right. Go ahead.
Why is the button not working? What the heck, man?
What did I tell you, Joseph? I made a few phone calls and my plan is in motion as we speak. And the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of this ugly-ass theme.
Oh my gosh, finally.
It's about time, dog.
Ah, darn.
What the? How? How did you do that? Leave my server alone.
Let's just say that my little new friend over here gave me the power to do so.
Who the hell is this guy anyways?
Yeah, like how does Discord join Discord?
I'm confused too. What kind of Discord inception is this?
Hey guys, I'm Jason, and totally not one of the co-founders of Discord.
No shot.
Oh, you're officially done.
No, he's probably lying. Anybody can put the Discord logo as their profile picture and call themselves Discord and the founder of it.
But he's not lying, you idiot. He's actually one of the guys that created Discord itself.
And this account is actually the first ever account created on Discord. It's special because it's one of one.
Oh yeah? Then prove it.
I mean, I could verify it by opening the production dashboard, showing you the original account database, the creation logs, the backend permissions attached to this profile. Or I could just hardware ban you, revoke every active session, invalidate every login token, delete every vanity invite you've ever owned, IP ban you, and make Discord pretend your account never existed. That's usually enough proof, but what do I know?
No, please don't. What you can do is get this hunk of lard out of my server.
Your server? Don't you mean my server? And not only that, but Discord is officially mine.
He's not wrong. Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on your stance.
Oh no, don't tell me you did what I think you did.
Yep, it's exactly what I'm thinking too.
Wait, what? What's going on?
Explain yourself or else I'll ban you too, Mr. Discord.
Phew, you're funny. Imagine banning the owner and creator of Discord. Yeah, that's actually insane.
So after your dumbass banned me, I submitted an appeal and an automated Discord support bot told me to wait 3 to 5 business days, which is unacceptable. So to get the attention of someone real at Discord, let's just say I bought a very large stake in Discord.
No way you couldn't just be patient, Donnie?
I don't blame him. Those stupid automated support bots are the bane of my existence, especially losing my last Discord account for obscene and lewd behavior. Like, bro.
Well, you were rightfully banned since you were DMing over 100 e-girls and Discord kittens.
You really have to expose me for that? And I thought you, out of everyone here, would understand.
Come on, Bill, that's just sad.
Anyways, Donald is a loser who is wasting his billions away on Discord.
Technically, it's not wasting money since it's going to the platform that you're currently on.
Well, technically, you're a fucking nerd.
Touché.
Well, I needed Jason's attention. So buying equity worked faster than sending emails and waiting for a response.
I took notice of this and I explained to Donald that owning a large stake won't let Donald override Joey's ban against him, and Donald was pissed.
Ha! So I still won! What a loser!
Yeah, for about 5 seconds, Joseph. Because I said, you know what? Why am I buying a piece of Discord? I'm a fucking billionaire. I'll just buy the whole damn company. So I gave Jason an offer he couldn't resist and bought Discord for $1 billion.
You what?
I knew it.
No way you bought Discord over a darn band.
I'm not surprised. Is anyone surprised?
It was hard to resist $1 billion since Discord is my baby, but what can I say? I'm $1 billion richer now.
Yeah, at what cost?
Oh my gosh, why can't I ban you or kick you still? I've been trying for like 5 minutes.
Because I own Discord now, which means I overrided your ownership, and that means I own you and everyone on Discord.
Hold up, hold up, hold up! Are you saying you own me? What kind of racist shit is this?
Oh my goodness, Barry, you know what I mean.
Donald's ownership gives him supreme Discord authority above all of you, so that's why you can't do anything anymore, Joe.
Great. Now we have Donald the Discord dictator over here, as if it wasn't bad enough with America.
Hold on, partners. I just thought of something. Why did Donald need to buy the entire company just to get unbanned? Don't we have perms to unban Donald?
Damn, you're right. Honestly, how did none of us think about that?
Because you all are catching dementia from Sleepy Joe, and wait a second. Are you saying that I wasted $1 billion for nothing? I want my $1 billion back, Jason!
Oh shit. That's my cue to leave.
Ha ha! That's what you get.
Oh, I wouldn't be laughing now, Joseph. This isn't over, because the worst is still yet to come.
Oh yeah? You and one army.
Yeah, we are his army, and you are about to get legally owned.
The hell? What are the National and Coast Guard doing in here?
The Space Force?
Not the Navy!
You brought your Diet Coke guy in here too? Pfft, what kind of clown show is this, Donnie?
Shut up before I throw a can of Diet Coke at you.
Yeah, who the fuck is this random?
Don't tempt me. I will engage and whip out this Diet Coke on you.
Now, Walt. We don't want to be wasting my tremendous Diet Cokes like that.
Sir, yes, sir.
What even is this, Donald? They're all giving the silent treatment and not doing shit.
Yeah, this is kind of lame.
I'm honestly confused, bro. Are you going to explain yourself, Donnie?
That's where I, Saul Goodman, attorney at law, constitutional expert crisis negotiator, come in, since I'm the only man willing to represent this psychopath.
Watch it, Saul.
My apologies. I meant extremely wealthy psychopath.
What the hell does Donnie need a crooked lawyer for?
Crooked? That sounds dangerously close to defamation, Joe. You might want to be careful before you turn one lawsuit into 12.
Bro's been here 10 seconds and he's already threatening lawsuits.
That's how you know he's a real lawyer.
No, that's how you know he's Donnie's lawyer.
What lawsuit, Saul? I didn't do squiggly poop.
Well, let's see. Firstly, you unlawfully banned my client. Secondly, you seized control of his server. Thirdly, you publicly humiliated him. Fourthly, you threatened him with nuclear retaliation, which is absurd, if I may add. And fifthly, you denied access to a server he now legally owns.
Nuclear retaliation? I never threatened him with a nuke. What a lie. I banned his ass because he deserved it.
Well, all the other pastimes in the last 70 years count.
Bullcrap.
Heh, gotcha there.
I believe that until proven guilty, every man, woman, and child in this country is innocent. My client over here is innocent, and you, Joseph, are guilty for treason against Donald John Trump.
Treason. Are you high?
Yeah.
What kind of crooked BS did Saul pull out of his ass this time to come up with that excuse?
Yeah, like, is it even possible to commit treason against one guy?
Anything is possible with the right judge, the right paperwork, and a dangerously flexible interpretation of the Constitution.
Yeah, I don't think bro knows in the slightest what treason is.
That's why I also included conspiracy, cyber terrorism, unlawful regime change, emotional damages, and now we have nearly every branch of the government here waiting for Donald's command to do as they please.
You can't have the damn military punish me over a Discord ban, Donald.
Punish is an inflammatory term. Legally, we're calling it a coordinated response to an ongoing national security threat.
Yeah, shut up.
And what the hell are the Navy, Coast Guard, National Guard, and Space Force supposed to do to me?
I'm not authorized to disclose that.
Why? Because it's classified?
Because Donald over here didn't disclose that information to me. It's something called attorney-client privilege.
Okay, but that doesn't explain why his Diet Coke guy is even here. He's useless.
Whoa, careful there, Joe. Keep throwing around words like useless, you're gonna have defamation lawsuits up the wazoo.
Yeah, I'm not useless. I'm here for moral support. Phew, jackass.
They've been sitting here silent and haven't done jack. Just get the hell out of my server.
I know. They've been here with the silent treatment because I was buying them time.
Oh, crap.
Wait a minute.
Time for what?
Sick 'em, boys.
Ah! is about to happen?
Now it's the end of the world. Great.
Oh my God!
Thanks,
We are
Joseph.
now at Defcon 3.
Donnie was not
We are now
please
at
stop,
Defcon
Donnie.
4.
You can
Attention.
stop this.
We are now at
It's officially
Defcon
over
5.
for you, Joseph.
Security.
Good riddance.
United States National Guard. There are safe zones anywhere. As per the National Guard, Captain Union Maker Initiative. Hold until the area is clear.
I'm sorry.
You'll learn extraction and safety.
Donnie.
Danger systems.
We are on our way.
Help.
Okay, he's gone. You guys can stop now.
Initiate security protocol 115.
Well, it looks like that's a wrap. I think that should show him who's Papa for about the remainder of his elderly life.
What just happened?
World War III just happened in my ears. That's what happened.
I'm not even going to ask.
Mr. Trump, it's 12 o'clock. Would you like your hourly Diet Coke?
Actually, yes, Walt. Now is the perfect time to sip on some tremendous Diet Coke.
On it, sir. Here's your Diet Coke.
Now that's what sweet victory tastes like. All right, thank you for your time, Saul and Walt. You're free to go now.
Sir, yes, sir. Diet Coke out.
Better call Saul.
Now, are we finally ready to rank some Sonic games?
It's about damn time we do this. Everyone's been waiting 1,000 years for this.
For real. We apologize for the long wait, but we hope it was worth it.
So are we really going to do this tier list without Joey?
Are you really asking about Joe? Who cares? You know who's more important? All the terrific people who gave us this beautiful video idea. Shout out to our channel members Cybertronics, Bradley Bowden, Fanatic, Sonic X78369, and anyone else who recommended us to do a Sonic Games tier list.
And I think we have to state the obvious here. There's way too many damn Sonic games to count, so we're obviously going to be missing a lot.
We apologize in advance if we miss your favorite Sonic games, but we hope you enjoy the video and make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications for more content like this.
All right, you filthy animals. Obviously, we're starting off with the original Sonic the Hedgehog game on the Sega Genesis from 1991.
The original Sonic is iconic as hell. But the second you leave Green Hill, the game starts arguing with the whole reason people bought it because Marble Zone has you waiting on blocks over lava like Sonic suddenly picked up a 9 to 5.
I still love it, partner. That title screen where Sonic pops up wagging his finger and then Green Hill kicks in felt like Sega was talking directly to Nintendo. Like they finally had their own superstar.
It's like Green Hill sells you a sports car and Marble Zone hands you the keys to a forklift.
Exactly. The first level is fast, colorful, and tremendous. Then Labyrinth Zone drops the blue rat underwater with no swimming ability. Absolutely terrible planning.
Hold on. I come in here carrying Joey's ice cream chili dog, and the first thing I hear is Labyrinth Zone slander, and Ronald McDonald over here calling me a rat?
You put ice cream on a chili dog? Get that disgusting thing away from me!
That chili dog needs to be investigated by the CDC and World Health Organization.
Relax, traffic cone face. It wasn't for you, it was for Sleepy Joe. Which, speaking of Joey, where is he anyway?
Hey, Sonic. It's a long story, partner. I'm not sure when he's coming back, but he's probably in bed with a soiled diaper.
I brought the ice cream chili dog I promised him last time, plus a whole ice cream chili dog split. But since he's not here, I guess I'll have to chomp down both myself.
Or will you stop eating with your mouth open?
All right, bro, my ears feel violated.
Ooh, can I have some too?
What in the Sonic ASMR is this? This hedgehog is really eating a glizzy in Discord.
Yeah, I like glizzies. What's the problem with that? Obama likes them too.
Yo, why am I catching strays from Sonic?
Maybe you should ask Big Mike.
Okay, Sonic, chill.
All right, back to your game. Can you explain why you spend half of your first game standing on moving platforms?
Half is crazy. Give me a break. It's my first game. Green Hill, Spring Yard, and Starlight let you build speed, and even the slower zones make you learn momentum instead of holding right like a sleepwalking rookie.
He has a point, and that drowning countdown made every kid sit straight up in front of the TV. As soon as that drowning music started, you forgot about every ring and just wanted air.
I never panicked. Not once.
Now you were the type to rage quit and turn the Genesis off, Donnie.
Fake news.
All right, for your franchise debut, Sonic, I'm going to put your game in the GOATed tier since Sonic is in fact the GOAT. But other games were better than this.
I'll take it. Thank you, other Sonic.
I get it. We quite literally have 2 Bill Clintons in here.
Those who know.
Sonic CD is next, and this is where your game started getting weird.
CD is pretty cool, it just depends what zone you like playing more.
I love the opening animation. Little planet chained over the lake, Sonic cutting through the sky, and that Japanese soundtrack made the whole thing a vibe.
The American Boss music sounded like Eggman was coming to collect a debt.
Yeah, the Japanese boss music made you feel ready to take Eggman down. But the American version sounded like Eggman was about to take you down.
The time travel mechanic is a disaster. You touch a sign, hunt for enough open ground to keep running, slam into a wall, and now you can't reach the past to save the future because the level won't let you build speed.
That's the real split, though. CD wants you exploring for robot generators and metal Sonic projectors instead of blasting straight to the goal, so people expecting Sonic 2 pacing get cooked immediately.
Or they could learn the level and stop blaming me every time they run face first into Wacky Workbench.
Wacky Workbench bounces you from the floor to the ceiling every 2 seconds. Nobody is learning a darn thing while they're being launched around like popcorn.
I remember Joe was playing this earlier on his iPad. What a loser.
Of course he did. Stupid Sleepy Joe is an iPad kid who probably thought the past and future signs were buttons to change the year on his calendar.
Messy level design aside, the good and bad futures, Metal Sonic, the animated scenes, and that soundtrack give it too much identity to lower. So I'm putting Sonic CD into the goated tier.
Now that's more like it. And next is Sonic 3D Blast, the first game brave enough to put my name beside the number 3 and the letter D.
3D my ass. If anything was 3D, it's Super Mario 64, and that was better than this crap.
This was not three-dimensional. The camera is tilted, Sonic moves like he is wearing socks on a polished kitchen floor, and every time you get hit, the flickies scatter across the map like somebody opened a birdcage.
Hey man, at least the Saturn and PC soundtrack has this warm little 90s sound.
The core gameplay loop is what drags it down, because finding 5 flickies is fine once, but doing it room after room while fighting the depth perception gets tiring fast.
I mean, it was experimental, and at least the special stages were clean.
Sorry not sorry Sonic, but your game is going straight into the mid-tier.
Yeah, because the title lied to us.
Don't blame me. I'm just in the game.
Sonic Heroes is next, and this is where a whole generation met Sonic through a GameCube, PS2, or original Xbox instead of a Sega console.
And we came out swinging. Team Sonic, Team Dark, Team Rose, Team Chaotix, Speed, Flight, and Power. Everybody had a job, and nobody had to sit around waiting for one character to do everything.
Seaside Hill was such a strong opening 2-partner. You switch formations, level everyone up, and tear through those robots while the whole team is yelling at each other.
I swear they never stopped yelling. Every 5 seconds it was, "Look out! Leave it to me!" And "Let's blast through with Sonic speed!" Like I know who's on the damn team. I'm controlling all of you.
The game had 12 playable characters, and all 12 were narrating my button presses. Like, bruh.
12 playable characters is exactly why it earned that Guinness World Record for the most playable characters in a platform game.
A record for making you replay the same stages 4 times? Very impressive.
That's the part Heroes fans always try to slide past. Team Rose is shorter and Team Dark is harder, but you're still running through the same worlds again to reach the real ending.
Hey man, the missions change, the routes change, and the teams handle differently. That is called replay value.
Team Chaotix had me collecting casino chips and hunting one lost Chow. That's community service without me getting paid.
The controls are the bigger problem for me, because the speed characters feel so slippery that one tiny correction on a rail can launch the entire team into the bottomless pit.
Thank you! And the special stages control like the tube is covered in butter? I was chasing one Chaos Emerald for 20 damn minutes.
Sounds like a skill issue, Donald. Maybe you wouldn't complain if those Chaos Emeralds were Filet-O-Fishes from McDonald's. But we have a few comments from your viewers to read about my game. Hodgen Games says, Sonic Heroes is the best game. Yes, it's better than Sonic Adventure 2. Fight me on that.
Ultimate Shrimp says, Sonic Heroes was a great introduction to Sonic on the PS2. Also, Sonic runs faster than Donnie to the McDonald's drive-thru. Filet-O-Fish sandwiches are like his Chaos Emeralds.
See? What'd I tell ya? Shout out to Ultimate Shrimp.
Hey, zip it or else. And Ziad Mad 9230 says Sonic Heroes is the best Sonic game. It should be at the legendary tier because they brought people back to their inner child when they played, and it probably is the only best Sonic game, right? Nobody can prove me wrong, and also, I have been with you guys since the first ever video posted. Keep up the good work, and hopefully you will get to 100,000 subscribers.
Thank you, bro. We seriously appreciate the long-time support over these years, man.
Yeah, thank you so much, partner. God bless. But overall with Sonic Heroes, the repetition and jank keep it out of goated for me, but the music, team system, and Saturday morning cartoon feelings still make it special, so I'm putting it into the good tier.
Nah, good is low, and all of you know it.
Hey man, it is a lovable mess, but still a mess.
You can complain to your little black and red friend because Shadow the Hedgehog is next. The game where Sega gave your fake a gun, a motorcycle, and 10 different personality disorders.
Faker for real heard one Linkin Park song and decided the whole planet needed to suffer.
You're comparing yourself to me? You're not even good enough to be my fake.
You're really opening with that line, huh?
I have heard enough. The Black Arms invaded with an entire army, and Gun turned every street into a battlefield, using the weapons available with simple efficiency.
You are faster than the bullets! Why am I stopping to pick up a submachine gun with 12 rounds when I can just run straight through everybody?
Because unlike Sonic and even you, Trump Dump, I understand preparation.
Preparation? You drove a Jeep through Westopolis slower than I could have run it.
Shadow, your video game is the one that deserves to be inside of a dump.
That's amusing, coming from someone hiding behind a Dollar Tree toupee and spray tan.
Damn, you got cooked.
Shadow ain't wrong.
Nice one, partner.
Oh, zip it before I tell Maria.
Maria! Don't you dare bring Maria into this!
Okay. Will you two knock it off already? Can we please get back to Shadow's ridiculous game?
Ridiculous? You're just jealous.
Well, the branching paths were a really cool idea. There are 326 possible story routes depending on whether you complete the hero, dark, or neutral missions, which is nuts.
The mission required precision. Your inability to find one alien does not make it poorly designed.
The mission required precision? My ass. Bro, half these missions required a map and a damn search and rescue team.
Exactly. You destroy 49 enemies, miss number 50 behind a box, and spend 10 minutes jogging backward while every character repeats the objective. Brilliant game design.
Considering you lost count at 49, the repeated instructions were clearly necessary, you boomer.
Then why were you asking, where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald, every 5 minutes?
I'm being serious. Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
You'll get your Chaos Emerald when you fix this damn door!
I missed the damn part where that's my problem!
I'm gonna put some damn dirt in your eye.
That line has been taken out of context for 20 years, and you guys still refuse to let it die.
Buddy, you bring up Maria every other conversation. You don't exactly let it die either.
Get Maria's name out your damn mouth!
Okay, stop fighting, you two. Despite the quirks of this game, the soundtrack still goes hard, and I respect how committed the game was to letting Shadow choose his own fate, even when the tone got completely ridiculous.
His entire identity changed with every ending. 1 minute he's protecting Earth, the next he's serving the aliens, then Eggman tells him he's an android. Nobody in that game knew what the hell was true.
That uncertainty was the point. After all 10 paths reached their conclusion, I rejected Black Doom, defeated him, and saved the planet myself.
You needed 10 different endings before you finally protected humanity like Maria asked. That's not what Maria wanted.
Do not speak for Maria! You could barely explain what happened with Monica!
Man, shut your hot topic ass up. I explained Monica under oath, son.
Okay, that's enough. Shadow's game is going into the mid-tier before this gets any uglier.
Now that mid-tier is not what Maria would have wanted!
Yes, it is, but next up is Sonic Advance on the Game Boy Advance.
Did somebody say Vance?
Who invited this suburban father into the VC?
What the hell, Vance? You're supposed to be finishing up very important paperwork in the Oval Office.
It's not my fault I was spawned in. Plus, I'm a huge fan of Sonic, especially on the Game Boy Advance.
Thank you, Vance. I'm a huge fan of myself, too.
Sonic Advance is a big throwback for me, and was a huge deal though back then because Sega had just stepped away from making consoles, and suddenly Sonic was running on Nintendo hardware like the old war never happened.
I played that on the original Game Boy Advance, partner. No backlight, screen tilted toward the lamp, and your hands blocking half the picture. Those sprites looked beautiful when you finally found the right angle.
But the screen was so small that enemies appeared 1 second before hitting you. Very convenient design.
Perhaps your reactions were slow, and your eyes are finally giving out, old man.
Relax, Gramps. Don't blame the Game Boy Advance because your reflexes are running on dial-up.
Gramps, I have the reflexes of a world-class athlete, and both of you rodents are lucky that tiny screen protected you from seeing me win.
Athlete? Stop kidding yourself, Donnie.
The small screen and those late game hazards are fair complaints, but it brings the Genesis formula into the adventure era better than people give it credit for. Neo, Green Hill, Casino Paradise, and Ice Mountain all have their own identity. That is a win in my book.
A Game Boy Advance game did a better job being Sonic 4 than the actual Sonic 4? Imagine that.
Oof.
Honestly, this game has enough variety for me to keep coming back. I mean, I was just playing it earlier today, so I'm putting Sonic Advance into the good tier.
Now get back to work or else I'll fire you.
You're the one always in Discord not doing crap. And oh, I forgot to mention, hey, everyone that's watching, clown on Don for not knowing how to eat Tic Tacs since this guy just drops them on the floor. Anyways, I gotta go. I have Vance things to do.
Really, Donald? You can't eat a little ass Tic Tac with your little ass hands?
Oh, shut up. I have bigger hands than you.
Yeah, that's a lie. But Sonic R is up next to rank. What are we thinking?
The controls are strange in this game, but I have a soft spot for this one, partner. I first played it through the Sonic Gems collection, and that soundtrack stayed in my head for days.
The soundtrack is doing some serious work because racing on foot sounds perfect for Sonic until everybody starts turning like a shopping cart with one busted wheel.
It's a good album, though. Even Benzilla 2007 agrees and says, I hope Sonic R gets a high tier because it's got a fire soundtrack. Just listen to Can You Feel the Sunshine?
I dare you to play that song in reverse right now.
No, no, no! Don't! Tailstall is not coming through anybody's monitor!
Huh! Not only is this fake hedgehog scared of water, he's afraid of a cotton stuffed toy.
I'm not trying to get cursed tonight. I'm good.
The soundtrack, weird atmosphere, and exploration make Sonic R memorable, but 5 tracks and those controls cannot carry it higher, so I'm putting Sonic R into the mid-tier.
Fair enough, partner. And now we have Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast up next.
Now we're talking! Emerald Coast Station Square Speed Highway, the Egg Carrier. This was the first time my whole world felt like an actual place, instead of a line of zones.
Seeing Shamu tear through the pier in Emerald Coast was one of those moments where three-dimensional gaming felt brand new, even if half the camera angles were terrible.
The camera is fighting me every 5 seconds, the lip sync looks completely broken, and then Big the Cat shows up and turns the whole disaster into a fishing trip. What a mess of a game.
What a terrible take, Donnie. Yeah, I can see the hate, but it sounds like you just rented this game from Blockbuster for just one night and returned it the next day.
Don't tell nobody, but I still owe Blockbuster for that Dreamcast copy from 1999.
Talk about ancient. You're ancient.
Says the one from 1991. You're hardly in a position to call anyone ancient.
The thing that makes this game special is how every story crosses another one at a different angle. So a scene that looks random in Sonic's campaign suddenly means something when you reach Tails, Knuckles, or Gamma.
Yeah, I'll give them that, but the game is still garbage.
Nostalgia, music, and broken facial animations are just holding the whole game together.
One of your viewers, Kahoot DX, says, Sonic Adventure 1 has to be legendary tier and not a tier lower.
Honestly, the game is janky as hell, but it has ambition, personality, and some of the best music in the series, so I'm putting Sonic Adventure into the goated tier.
I'll take that win, but we all know it deserves legendary.
Enjoy it while it lasts, partner, because we already know how you feel about the next game.
Oh, great! We have an abomination up next with Sonic 06.
The game that nearly put this entire franchise into witness protection.
Can we skip this game and come back when everybody is less awake?
Absolutely not. We are not pretending Sonic 06 never happened simply because the truth is inconvenient.
Nah, bro, this was supposed to be the huge next-generation Sonic game, and it released like somebody uploaded the unfinished folder by accident.
The trailers honestly had me convinced, partner. 3 campaigns, a realistic city, Mephiles, Silver, and that soundtrack made it look massive. Then what do you know? Every town mission buried the game under another loading screen.
Imagine if this game wasn't so broken. If it was finished, it would actually be pretty damn good.
The actual trailer is better than the whole game. Maybe Sega should make a remake of the game where they improve everything and sell it for a lower price.
To think that if this game had an extra year or 2 in development, it probably would have been a tremendous game.
More development time might have repaired the gameplay, but it would not explain why Princess Elise spent the entire crisis being kidnapped and developing feelings for a hedgehog, to then kiss Roadkill.
Cue up the horrific kissing scene.
Turn that off! Shut it off now! I didn't sign up for this!
Hey!
Shut it off, or...
We'll die in my hands.
Cut out of it now! Stop this damn nonsense!
What the hell?
Damn it, Sonic! Stop! Damn nonsense!
Stop Sonic!
Oh, hell no!
Do something, Shadow! Get control of yourself, Hedgehog, or I'll shut you down myself!
Shadow, please help us!
Chaos control!
Dude, did you seriously just hit me?
You're welcome.
Sheesh, partner. Why did you turn into Sonic.exe?
Don't ever do that again!
You filthy rat!
That Sonic.exe crap was not cool, dog.
Sonic who? I don't know what you're talking about.
Just let him play dumb. He's just trying to fill his ego.
Okay. Something that Sonic will actually like is the fact that Jesse played Sonic 06 in Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad featured my game? Why did they have to catch me during the worst year of my life?
Worst year? Psh, yeah, right! It wasn't as bad when everyone freaked out over my trailer for my movie in 2019. They disabled the freaking comments, for crying out loud.
Who let the original trailer Sonic out of quarantine?
Damn, bros fugly.
What the?
Ugh, it's ugly Sonic.
I prefer this version. Nobody could confuse him with me since he looks like someone attempted to recreate Sonic from a police sketch.
Finally, somebody with taste. I sell signed sexy ugly Sonic pictures if you want one.
I withdraw my statement. Silence, you inferior life form!
You got my whole movie delayed because the internet saw your ugly face and demanded an emergency redesign.
Oh, give me a break! That was my movie! You spent 30 years fighting Eggman and got defeated by a mirror, then a princess kissed your corpse. I led the FBI raid in Chippendale, and I can have agents inside this server pronto!
No, that is my movie! And the kiss was a Snow White reference, dude! She was practically dead too, then true love brought her back.
Actually, Snow White was only put into a deep sleep. She wasn't dead.
Yeah, and since the fact that Snow White is in a deep sleep, that's even more messed up.
No, that makes his scene worse. Snow White was asleep, Sonic was a corpse.
All I can say is this. At least I got more action than Mario from a princess.
Are you really trying to justify this? Yeah, I don't want to look like you anymore.
Then come on down and look like me then. Everybody loves this captivating, handsome face.
Nah, you're chopped cheese, buddy.
Okay, enough! Get your ugly teeth rodent having ass out of my server!
Just remember, Sonic, I am your past, and you can't outrun me even if—
Huh? What was that again? Oh yeah, nobody cares.
Okay, back to your horrid game! Sonic 06 is unfinished, the romance is disgusting, the controls are broken, and the franchise hit rock bottom when this came out, so I am putting Sonic 06 into the awful tier.
Okay, finally we're past that one. At least Riders had style. The opening cutscene made everybody look cool, and Extreme Gear rewarded you for actually learning it.
Air tricks, turbulent streams, and character shortcuts gave it real depth. But the game barely teaches you before throwing you into a race.
My board would always run out of air on the first lap. What kind of vehicle needs gymnastics to keep moving?
Because it's operated by someone capable of landing a trick. The board did not fail you. You simply never learned how to refill the air gauge.
I'm not sure why they gave me a board since I'm faster than that could ever be.
It's to make it fair for everyone else. Duh.
Jetwave and Storm gave the game personality, and once the mechanics clicked, every shortcut felt earned, so I'm putting Sonic Riders into the goated tier.
And you want to know why Riders never came back properly? Free Riders made everybody use Kinect.
Yep, and we will punish free riders later, because Sonic All-Stars Racing is next, and this felt like Sega opening the whole attic, letting Sonic, Jet Set Radio, Crazy Taxi, Super Monkey Ball, and Ryo Hazuki all racing together.
This game was also featured in Breaking Bad 2.
Again? Breaking Bad is Peak, and they're playing Peak inside Peak? That's double Peak right there.
The track, Sega roster, and all-star moves gave it plenty of personality, but it doesn't come close to Mario Kart.
If the game was called Shadow and Sega All-Stars Racing, then it would be better.
Yeah, because everybody was dying to play Shadow and Sega All-Stars Racing. but the roster was stacked. The tracks were dope, and any game that gets played inside Breaking Bad deserves respect. So I'm putting my game into the goated tier.
Your reasoning became considerably less intelligent mentioning Breaking Bad.
Alright, anyone else down to skip Sonic and the Secret Rings? Because this shit is some steaming garbage.
Sega was just throwing Sonic into random universes and hoping for the best, and they utterly failed with this one.
I got dragged into Arabian Nights, hit with the flame of judgment burning inside my chest, and forced to run forward, while somebody tilted the Wii remote like they were pouring out the last drop of juice.
The story, CGI, and soundtrack were genuinely good. And Darkspine Sonic looked incredible.
Nah, George, Darkspine Sonic was not it, bro. It's like they tried to make Sonic look like a sneaker or a sports car.
Sega tried and Sega failed, so I'm putting Sonic and the Secret Rings into the awful tier.
Sonic Rivals is next. Another racing game where I could beat Sonic to his face.
You say that like I didn't spend the whole game smoking you through every stage.
This game is annoying because of the stupid rubber banding. You can lead the entire race, hit one obstacle near the finish, and suddenly someone flies past you.
Yeah, it's like the PSP was preying on your downfall.
Exactly.
Okay, the ketchup could get ridiculous, but attacking each other and fighting for the lead is the whole point.
Nope! It's fake news!
Donald simply lacked the reflexes required for direct competition.
Come on, Donnie. The rubber banding gets annoying, but the quick races, alternate paths, and collectible cards gave you plenty to do on the PSP.
Sonic would fall behind on purpose, grab whatever power-up the game handed him, and pretend catching up was part of his plan.
You want to talk about pretending? You spent your whole story following clues while acting like you already knew who was behind everything.
I knew Eggman Nigga was hiding something.
Hold up, hold up. What did you just call Eggman?
Eggman Nigga. That is his name.
Someone seems to be putting a little too much emphasis on a certain word.
All right. I didn't know you were cool like that, Shadow. I mean, your fur is black, so you do have the pass.
Pass? What pass are we talking about?
Don't worry about it. Dap
The
me up,
Eggman
my boy.
Nega Pass.
Hey, yo! What did you say, Bill?
Chill, Obama. I just had to for the one time.
This is why I avoid group conversations.
Dr. Eggman! Eggman nigga!
What did he say?
All right, back to the game. It is flawed, but still a fun portable idea. So I'm putting Sonic Rivals into the good tier.
Sonic Rivals 2 is next because one rubber banding PSP game apparently wasn't enough.
Rivals 2 keeps the same racing concept but adds 8 characters, 4 story teams, signature moves, and battle modes like Knockout, Capture the Chow, and Tag.
Every team got its own version of the story, and filling the signature meter gave each character a real way to mess with their rival instead of relying only on item boxes.
So it added more ways for the game to stop being a race. Okay, wonderful.
Metal Sonic fought beside me in the game, and that machine was still a more dependable partner than Sonic ever was.
Oh, Shadow finally found somebody with less personality than him. So cute.
I have personality.
That sounded like you were trying to convince yourself, pal.
The story definitely gets wild, partner, but the extra characters, new modes, and more ways to play make it a better overall package.
Rivals 2 improves a lot from the first game, but they didn't fix the rubber banding, which sucks. Overall, I say it should go into the good tier with the original Rivals.
Now we're going back to 1992 with Sonic the Hedgehog 2. The game where Sega finally figured out how this blue rodent was supposed to move.
What a shame that I'm not in this game. It would have been peak if I was there.
Sonic 2 is the cleaner game for me. Emerald Hill gets you moving immediately and Chemical Plant keeps that speed going. Then Metropolis shows up with 3 acts like the game suddenly remembered it hated you.
Player 2 spent the whole game respawning behind Sonic like a government escort nobody respected.
Nobody respected? I kept up with the fastest hedgehog alive in my first game and gave player 2 somebody to control instead of sitting there watching.
Look who decided to show up! The flying nerd with a squeaky voice.
Oh, leave him alone, Donald. Tails is my favorite, and Tails made couch co-op feel special, even when Sonic ran off screen and player 2 had to respawn every 10 seconds.
Thank you for your kind words, George. At least somebody cares about me. And Sonic, now that I finally have you here, did you ever finish your taxes?
Taxes are a problem for ordinary life forms, unlike myself.
Dude, why would you ask me that in front of 5 presidents? Can we do this later?
Hold up! You have Tails doing your taxes?
I was trying to help him, but he still hasn't told me how many rings he collected last year.
I was supposed to be counting?
No shot, this hedgehog has spent 30 years grabbing unreported cash and zooming away from the scene.
He also destroys public property everywhere he goes. The unreported income is hardly surprising.
Damn, Sonic, you have felonies upon felonies on your quills, partner.
Tax evasion is illegal.
Yeah, and you would know a thing or two about tax evasion, huh, Mr. Trump?
Zip your trap, you squeaker.
Well, what was I supposed to do, man? All these rings are just lying on the ground. Or sometimes they're just floating in the air, and nobody takes them.
That explanation won't convince the IRS. They're some real sticklers, you know?
Sonic just confessed to 30 years of tax evasion. He's done for.
Oh, relax. The presidents have me covered. Donald over here is practically a master at making taxes disappear.
What? I am not helping you. Pay your own taxes like a normal and responsible American?
Well, technically Sonic isn't American.
Oh yeah, you actually have a point.
Ha! I'm Japanese, so case cleared. Ososugiru ze! Kokuseicho! Ore no hou ga hayai ze!
The freak, did he say?
2番語で言っても、税金からは逃げられないよ、Sonic.
Wait, you understood that? That's awkward.
Sonic. People pay taxes in Japan too. You did not clear the case. You just admitted you have no idea how taxes work, and you somehow made your defense worse.
Wait, oh.
It looks like Sonic is going to prison, or it's time to put the fries in the bag, Brody.
Couldn't he write off the chili dogs, though? He eats those while saving the world? That sounds work-related to me.
Maybe, but that's only if Sonic kept any of his receipts.
I was already gone before they had time to print out the receipts.
Impressive work, Sonic. You've played yourself.
The IRS is not going to be happy with you, bro.
I'm the fastest thing alive. What are they gonna do? Catch me?
The IRS is going to destroy you with their audit logs, income statements, and automated fraud flags.
Yeah, whatever. I don't speak accountant.
Oh my gosh. Sonic, we're fixing this after the call.
Fine, but we're not doing state taxes.
Those are the next ones we have to do.
Yeah.
All right, partners, let's rank Sonic the Hedgehog 2 before Tails starts auditing the whole server.
I'm just going to slap this game into the goated tier because they perfected the early formula and introduced Tails, who is a staple and fan favorite.
Now this is where the classic era goes all out. Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Eggman told Knuckles we were thieves, and he believed him immediately. I didn't even need a disguise.
Keep laughing, Hedgehog. You showed up on my island glowing gold with all 7 Chaos Emeralds, and I knocked every single one of them right out of you.
You caught me by surprise once, and you're still bragging about it?
You still were careless, Sonic. Knuckles is simply desperate to make it sound impressive.
Okay, can we talk about the game that you first appeared in, Knuckles? Because this game was originally planned as one massive release, but the project got too big to finish on time, so Sega split it into 2 cartridges.
So Sega was splitting games into expansion packs before DLC even existed? So Knuckles was DLC before DLC existed?
Pretty much, except our DLC was another full cartridge that had to be physically attached to my game.
Your game? I had my own cartridge too, you know.
Not even a full cartridge, more like half of one.
Knuckles basically got the Sonic X Shadow Generations treatment 30 years early.
At least Shadow got his name on the box. Knuckles had Sonic shoved into him from the top just to make the full game.
Huh?
That is not how the lock-on technology was supposed to be described.
Your cartridge design appears to have created an unfortunate weakness, Knuckles.
Sonic 3 was inserted into my cartridge. Stop making it sound weird.
You're the one calling it my cartridge. Seems like your brain's even slower than your feet.
Alright, before Knuckles punches somebody through their monitor, Sonic 3 and Knuckles gave us the full game Sega originally wanted to make.
This was the first game where I could actually fly Sonic up to higher routes, assuming player 2 didn't get tired and drop him halfway there.
Every single time! I'd be reaching for a platform and suddenly Tails would disappear off the bottom of the screen.
You had different paths for each character, the Super Emeralds, Hypersonic, and one of the best finales of the classic era. I'm putting Sonic 3 and Knuckles into the legendary tier.
Knuckles Chaotix is next, the game where Knuckles escaped Sonic and got handcuffed to another animal instead.
I was not handcuffed to anybody. We were connected by ring power, and it was supposed to help us move faster.
So instead of letting Knuckles run normally, they attached him to somebody who could launch him backward across the stage.
The whole point was to build momentum together. It wasn't my fault if whoever controlled the other character kept yanking me in the wrong direction.
The physics had a lot of potential, but controlling the tether consistently was harder than it needed to be.
It was for sure different, and this game was colorful and strange in a good way, so I'm going to put this game into the good tier.
Sonic Rush is next. The DS game where Sonic ran so damn fast he couldn't stay on one screen.
That boost felt good once you learned the stages, and the soundtrack was trying to blow those tiny DS speakers out.
What an incredible soundtrack this game has. Hideki Naganuma is a living legend.
Truly the CEO of funky fresh beats.
The tension gauge rewarded tricks and clean movement. So the boost was something you built up and spent instead of holding it forever.
It handled fine, but that tiny DS D-pad was not built for these fists. I thought I was going to snap the whole DS in half.
Blaze handled herself well, even if the game made you clear the same zones again just to experience her story.
Rush was one of the better action games on the DS, but the screen switching and surprise death pits could still screw you before you knew what happened.
The boost is tremendous, Blaze is great, and the music is fantastic. Those cheap deaths keep it out of goated, so I'm putting Sonic Rush into the good tier.
Sonic Lost World is up, where Sega followed up Generations by changing damn near everything that just worked.
The parkour could be fun once you learned it, but kicking the conch out of Eggman's hand and freeing the Deadly Six was a bad call.
I warned you about the conch. Then the story made me jealous because you trusted Eggman, even though we've worked with him before when we had no other choice.
I barely did anything besides stand around and criticize Sonic, which might have been the smartest role in that entire story.
Lost World is polished and the parkour has some good ideas, but the controls, random gimmicks, and messy story keep dragging it down, so I'm putting Sonic Lost World into the mid-tier.
Next up is Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, which Kia Salih says, Sonic Racing CrossWorlds is the best Sonic racing game ever made. So do we agree with this statement, boys?
Best Sonic racing game? Yeah, I can agree with that. The travel rings make every race way less predictable.
I kept changing my gadget plates after every Grand Prix. Once you find the right machine setup, the racing feels really good.
I would always be winning until SpongeBob hit me with an item and Steve passed me in a minecart. Who approved this roster?
SpongeBob, a Minecraft creeper, Pac-Man, Joker, Ichiban Kasuga, and Hatsune Miku inside the same race in a Sonic game. Looks like every dimension lost control at once.
I absolutely loved the roster of this game. It was so fun.
Mario Kart is still more polished overall, but CrossWorlds has the speed, customization, and personality to compete with it, so I'm putting it into the goated tier.
Up next is Sonic Battle, which is on the Game Boy Advance, and it's kinda crazy how deep the story gets. It could make a grown man cry.
You fought inside three-dimensional arenas and customized Emerald the robot with abilities copied from all of us. Then every Chaos Emerald helped him become more aware.
Gizoid was created as a weapon, but he proved he could choose a better purpose.
Too bad the game made you repeat the same fights over and over. Like, how many robots did I have to beat before the story finally moved?
The battles can drag, but Emerald's story and the way the entire cast contributes give this little GBA fighter real weight, so I'm putting Sonic Battle into the good tier.
Sonic and the Black Knight on the Wii is next. And after Secret Rings, this felt like the storybook series finally found its style.
Yeah, bro, everybody looked badass in the armor. The medieval designs, the castles, and the whole Camelot aesthetic gave this game more style than almost anything else from that era.
I'm not gonna lie, the armor looked pretty sick on everybody. Shadow might have enjoyed his a little too much, though.
Lancelot's armor suited me perfectly. Some of us were simply built for the role.
Gawain was prepared to die rather than live in disgrace, and Sonic acted like his honor meant nothing.
Nah, that wasn't honor. I wasn't going to stand there and let him do it.
Meanwhile, my Camelot counterparts sharpened Caliburn and forged new weapons for Lancelot, Gawain, and Percival. So even in Camelot, I was keeping everybody equipped.
Yeah, after we dragged back enough swords, armor, jewels, and random rocks to fill the entire shop.
Those weapons weren't going to forge themselves, Sonic. You were too busy arguing with Caliburn to help.
The sword combat was just me swinging the Wii remote around like a lunatic. My shoulder was killing me and Sonic still attacked the wrong enemy.
No, that's just your old ass pulling a muscle because you're nearly 100 years old.
You and I are the same age for the last time.
Cap! I turn 80 in a few weeks on August 19th, loser.
The motion controls can get messy, but the soundtrack, medieval style, and the way Sonic is written make this a real step up from Secret Rings, so I'm putting Sonic and the Black Knight into the good tier.
Sonic Adventure 2 is next, the last Sonic game released on a Sega console, and somehow Shadow showed up and immediately stole half the damn game.
Bill is correct. The moment I appeared, the game became mine. Sonic spent the rest of his story running from gun for crimes I committed.
You got me arrested because everybody thought you were me. Besides, City Escape and the speed stages were still the best part of the game.
Rouge also made her first appearance here as a treasure hunter and government spy, and she fit into the cast so well that she never really left.
Especially once she realized stealing the Master Emerald was the easiest way to get Knuckles' attention.
She was trying to steal it, Hedgehog. I wasn't interested in her.
Sure, buddy boy. Keep telling yourself that.
I don't care if she's a bat. Shawty is bad as hell, and I know Knuckles agrees.
Can we please stop talking about her like this?
Nah, Bill is onto something. I'm a gooner for her too, bro. I can't even lie.
Will you both stop gooning in the VC? This is sad.
Thank you. And for the last time, I do not agree with Bill about Rouge.
Back to the game. We all had our own missions, and between the hero and dark story, stage challenges, and the Chow Garden, there was always something to come back to. So I'm putting this game into the legendary tier.
Moving on is Sonic Forces from 2017, and I already know this one is about to piss everybody off.
Imagine being a Sonic game where you don't play as Sonic half the time. It's like Resident Evil 4 without Leon. Sega was like, yeah, let's take our main character and make everyone think he fucking died.
You're over-exaggerating it. I was still playable. I survived 6 months in the Death Egg and still broke out.
Yeah, but Infinite was the varmint who beat you and gave Eggman the chance to lock you up, partner. After that, Eggman took over nearly the entire world.
We didn't understand the Phantom Ruby yet. Infinite could create virtual copies that looked real, fought like the originals, and could actually hurt us.
He had all that power because Shadow beat him once and made him feel weak? That's pathetic.
Yeah, deadass Infinite's motive for being evil is because Shadow called him weak. Not like he killed his entire clan or some shit. I don't know. That's just me.
I defeated him and told him the truth. If that destroyed his identity, then he was weaker than I thought.
All right, we have one comment to read about this game, which comes from Amogus Pen, and they say, Sonic Forces was a pretty mid-game because of the lack of potential from Infinite and from how easy and short the stages were. Gameplay felt boring and boss fights were a piece of cake, all in return for underwhelming writing. P.S. Obama, you're a fat orangutan and Don is the real muscular one. Bro, what? Why the attack, dog? You had a perfectly solid Sonic Forces take and then ruined the whole comment by pretending Donnie has ever seen the inside of a gym.
I see the inside of a gym every single day for your information. I have 5 different gyms spread across the White House.
Walking past 5 gyms does not count as training Fat Man. I punch boulders for exercise and you get tired lifting a cheeseburger.
You for sure got that right, Knuckles. But I'm sorry to do this to this game, but Sonic Forces is going into the awful tier.
Next up is Sonic Unleashed, the game that opens with Sonic tearing through Eggman's entire fleet as Super Sonic before the planet gets shattered and he comes crashing back down as the Werehog.
Hold on, partner. Unleashed basically starts at the ending of almost every other Sonic game. Sonic already has the Emeralds. He invades Eggman's base, turns supersonic, and looks like he already won.
Wait, I never actually thought about it like that. Instead of ending there, Eggman was ready to use that entire cycle against Sonic and turned the normal ending of the journey into the beginning of a new one.
What in the hell? My mind is blown.
You're right. We don't travel around collecting the Chaos Emeralds this time because Sonic already has them. The entire game is about restoring them after Eggman drains their power.
Exactly! I showed up ready to finish the job, and Eggman finally planned further ahead than 5 frickin' minutes.
The daytime stages were tremendous. The Werehog stages were slower and dragged sometimes, but beating the hell out of enemies was still a fun change from the usual Sonic gameplay.
Watching Sonic swing from rooftops with those ridiculous arms was the first time fastest thing alive sounded like false advertising.
I was still faster than you, Shadow. I just had longer arms while doing it.
The Werehog and metal hunting can drag, but the world locations, soundtrack, Chip and the Dark Gaia finale gave this game a scale Sonic desperately needed.
Critics saw the Werehog and acted like the whole game was garbage. Meanwhile, those daytime stages were carrying harder than half the games they praised that year.
Exactly! The Werehog wasn't perfect, but the daytime stages were way too good for critics to dismiss the entire game.
Critics can kick dirt because they were acting like Mario had the better game than me. So I'm putting Sonic Unleashed into the legendary tier.
Hold on, that Eggman opening in Sonic Unleashed finally made me realize something. I think I've seen that mustache before on a certain someone.
If you're thinking what I'm thinking...
Hold up. Are y'all talking about Teddy Roosevelt?
No way! That LARPer Teddy looks exactly like Eggman.
Who are you calling a LARPer? You guys never invite me to these calls, but now you mention me because some egg-shaped lunatic stole my face?
Eggman? Do not move, Eggman!
I knew this big fat egg with a stupid mustache would come back!
Wait, guys, that's Theodore Roosevelt, not Eggman!
Who the hell are these four talking rats?
Hedgehog!
Fox.
Echidna!
Ultimate life form!
More like ultimate lame form in his traveling pet zoo.
Drop the act! You chained Little Planet, pissed on the moon, cracked the entire planet, and locked me up for 6 months!
You tricked me into fighting Sonic and stole the Master Emerald!
Your grandfather created me, then you attempted to use me to destroy the planet!
I was born in 1858, damn it! I don't know what a Sonic is. I never stole an emerald, and my grandfather was not building black and red hedgehogs in a laboratory. My grandpa was a wealthy New York businessman.
That last denial was extremely specific.
Nah, that's Eggman, all right.
Yep, this guy is Eggman, but in disguise. Y'all better do something before he takes over the world.
And that's an order from the president.
You what? You guys are frauds.
Teddy is telling the truth. Roosevelt protected forests and broke up monopolies, while Eggman destroys forests and tries to own the entire world.
Thank you, little fox.
That's a nice cover story if I've ever heard one. Are you ready to get punched?
What more do you want from me? I don't know anything about your floating rings, giant robots, or classified emeralds.
You mean the Chaos Emeralds?
Oh my gosh, he said it.
This is ridiculous. A similar mustache does not prove he's Eggman.
Correct. His incompetence level is still unconfirmed.
You for sure got that right.
I have had enough of this. I have trusts to bust, forests to protect, and the doctor has important business to attend to.
Doctor, it is Eggman. Let's get him.
The president. I said the president.
We knew it.
I knew it first.
His presidential disguise was pathetic.
That was a verbal mistake, not proof.
So, has Teddy been Dr. Eggman this entire time? Do we tell the Secret Service or Sega?
How about we tell your mom?
Okay, shut up.
Next is the sequel to Sonic Rush, Rush Adventure, which it's better than the first in some areas, but the sailing slowed it down.
Me and Blaze were back tearing across both screens, except this time we were fighting robot pirates and sailing between a whole ocean of islands.
The stages were better, but having to replay them for materials just to build another boat got old fast. Fox, I would have swam to the next island.
And you would have gotten lost before reaching the first one. We needed those boats to reach every island.
Compared to the other DS Sonic games, Rush Adventure is still one of the stronger ones, but it didn't hit like the first Rush and all that sailing and grinding held it back, so I'm putting it into the good tier.
Sonic 4 Episode 1 and 2 is next, and I'm not gonna lie. These games are a pile of hippo ass.
That game should be ashamed to have 4 in it.
Going from 3 and Knuckles to 4 and it being some dookie is so disappointing.
Okay, I won't be mad at you this time for that opinion. Episode 1 recycled zones, had strange physics, and running somehow felt worse than it did 19 years earlier.
Yeah, because it was pretty much a mobile game. I played this on the iPod Touch and it was horrendous.
Well, technically it was also on console, but that doesn't make it any better.
At least Episode 2 improved the physics and gave Sonic and me actual team moves. But it still could not justify calling the whole project Sonic 4.
A sequel to Sonic 3 should have carried honor. Instead, it dishonored the name, and I am putting Sonic 4 Episodes 1 and 2 into the awful tier.
Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric is next, and I will admit Boom Knuckles had a tremendous redesign.
You're kidding, right? He looks like someone stretched Knuckles vertically and filled the rest with fake muscle.
And looks like bro missed leg day.
He looks like Chris Redfield on steroids.
Why do you gotta be built like a red yield sign with dreadlocks?
His shoulders are wider than his whole darn body. And I don't think the poor fella even has a neck.
Yeah, that ain't Knuckles. That's what happens when a bottle of steroids grows legs and puts on boxing gloves.
That overgrown idiot is not me. Keep laughing and I'll show all of you what the real Knuckles is built like.
You just called yourself an idiot?
No!
Okay, yeah, I was joking. Knuckles looked awful and was useless in this game.
Okay, let's be honest. The game was broken, boring, and clearly inferior, so it's deserving of the awful tier.
The Sonic Boom show wasn't half bad, but the game just deserves to be forgotten about.
Oh, and before we move on, our viewer Super Schwartz Bros says Joey is built like that old monkey from Sonic Boom.
Yep, that's definitely Sleepy Joe, all right. He's a monkey.
Enough of that disaster. Sonic Colors is next. The wisps were excessive. But at least this game understood that Sonic works best when nothing interrupts his speed.
The Wisps gave Sonic new movement options, and my translator helped us discover Eggman was draining them to power his amusement park.
Can we talk about Baldy McNosehair? That should have gotten the writer arrested.
Who they call Baldy Nosehair.
Baldy Nosehair! That's the best thing I've heard all day. I gotta remember that one.
I translated it correctly. Sonic was the one improvising.
Hey, Baldy Nosehair sounded funnier in the moment.
The DS version was basically a separate Rush-style game with different stages, extra character missions, and a supersonic final boss. So both versions were very different.
Your viewer, Pokemon Nature 3000, says, Sonic Colors on the Wii has to be on the list. It was my first Sonic game growing up, and it still feels so nostalgic for me and my brother. Plus, the intro for the game, Reach for the Stars, will forever be a certified banger.
Yep, let's be honest, this is the game intro you never skipped.
Yeah, it was aight.
Games like this, Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Generations are why I have Sega in my childhood, so this is going into the goated tier.
Frontiers is next, and they finally dropped me into huge open zones full of rails, puzzles, bosses, and secrets. I could choose where to run instead of getting shoved down one hallway.
The Titan fights finally made Supersonic the main event instead of a post-game reward. Giganto, Wyvern, Knight, and Supreme made every island build towards something huge.
For once, the transformation actually felt earned.
Some of those islands looked like they forgot to finish them. Then I'm running through the same cyberspace levels while Big lets everybody fish for 5 minutes and skip half the damn game.
Nobody forced you to spend all day fishing, Donald. It was just an easier option for players who didn't want to search every corner of the islands.
People can trash Frontiers all they want. It was basically Unleashed, dropped into a giant playground, and Sega finally found a new direction. So I am putting Sonic Frontiers into the goated tier.
Sonic Generations gave us the best of both worlds. Classic Sonic side-scrolling through old stages, and modern Sonic blasting through full three-dimensional versions.
And both versions remembered to bring me back. Even if classic Sonic somehow got more attention than I did.
Man, hearing Green Hill, Chemical Plant, and City Escape come back, that hit me right with nostalgia. It felt like replaying the old games without actually playing the same thing again.
Yeah, they brought the old stages back, made them feel new again, and somehow didn't screw it up, so I'm putting Sonic Generations into the legendary tier.
Sonic Superstars finally put me, Sonic, Tails, and Amy together from the very beginning, and it actually felt like the whole team was back.
Yeah, which meant I couldn't finish one stage without Amy trying to turn it into a date. Ugh!
Her double jump and the Emerald powers gave everyone new routes through the stages, so it did more than just copy the classic games.
The stages look great, but the bosses are awful. You stand around forever waiting for one tiny chance to hit them.
Of course you hated them, Donald. The fight expected you to wait 5 seconds without throwing a tantrum.
You might want to be careful roasting me because I'm not afraid to bring up Maria and hurt your feelings.
You're not even worth my time. Nuff said.
All right, before this mofo turns into Super Shadow, I'm putting Sonic Superstars into the good tier.
Sonic Mania is next, and this game is what happens when you give the fans the keys and let them cook. They knew exactly what made the classic games fun, and somehow made it feel brand new again.
Pretty much the fans made the real Sonic 4 and Sega watched.
Mania was fast, looked awesome, and never forgot how to have fun. So I'm putting this game into the legendary tier.
Sonic X Shadow Generations is next, and with this they remastered the original Sonic Generations and threw in a whole new Shadow campaign with it.
But my campaign was the reason everyone bought it.
Buddy got one new story and immediately started acting like I'm the bonus content.
So Shadow gets a pair of giant wings in this game, and suddenly everyone thinks flying is impressive? I've been gliding across entire islands without needing Black Doom to grow anything out of my back.
Sounds like somebody is jealous.
Let him have this one, guys. He had to fight his alien dad, revisit his trauma, and grow wings just to finally headline a game with my name still first.
Silence! I was given another chance to see Maria. Confronted everything from my past, and proved this was more than a remaster. I'm putting my game into the legendary tier.
Okay, stop crying, we get it. And finally, the next Sonic game to rank is Free Riders.
The game that killed the Riders series.
Can we just skip this one?
Nah, dog. I need an explanation for why I leaned left and the Kinect sent me straight into a wall.
I remember buying Free Riders on launch day, being excited to play it only to get about 15 minutes in before I realized I looked like I was directing traffic in my living room.
I legit spent more time trying to get the Kinect to recognize me than I did actually racing.
Did you try punching the Xbox Kinect? That worked for me.
Oh, come on. Punching the Kinect would not improve its skeletal tracking.
I performed every movement correctly and it still refused to turn. The technology was simply inferior.
That's why Free Riders made me so mad. Riders was actually fun. Then they threw out the controller and expected that busted Kinect to understand what anybody was doing.
Exactly. I'm putting Sonic Free Riders straight into the awful tier, and that right there is the entire Sonic games tier list.
But it looks like you presidents are missing about 100 more of our games, so you gotta restart the entire tier list.
Yeah! Where are all the spin-offs and even the Sonic pinball games?
And where are our Hollywood movies?
Did bro really turn into Idris Elba for a second?
Yes. Yes, I did. And I have dishonored my marshmallow.
There's no way we're redoing this tier list over again. I need a damn break from all this Sonic talking.
Looking at this entire list, bro, Sonic has experienced some of the highest highs and the lowest lows of any gaming franchise, but somehow that blue hedgehog always finds a way to come back.
Most franchises would have died after Sonic 06. This one survived Sonic 06, Rise of Lyric, Forces, and a crappy Kinect game.
Despite every defeat, the franchise continued fighting and restored its honor.
Okay, can you please change your voice back?
No.
But yeah, I've been running for 35 years, so it's no sweat. And after everything we just went through, I'm still not slowing down anytime soon, especially with my upcoming 4th movie next year.
Let us know in the comments what your favorite Sonic game is and what tier placements would you have changed.
And subscribe and turn on notifications for more tremendous tier lists. Especially after we spent 17,000 years ranking all of these damn games.
Kind of crazy how Joe missed the entire thing.
Damn. I actually forgot he wasn't here.
All right, it's time for member shoutouts. Shout out to Master Factor 95, Robin Lader, Eric Tate 7479, DX 201, Gabriel Jelniker, Juan Vinny, King Jax Gaming 420, Nasser Anime Gamer, ZRL Productions Official, Joe V Gaming, Edwin Reyes 7761, Cayman Jack Diesel, Ghost of Wars, Wes Calloway 1, Miranda Perillo, and Silent Dragon 871 for being the President's awesome and supportive channel members.
More shoutouts to Gamer1991, Hot Sun 2099, what? Tristan is cool 06, Heroath, Joey Yaman, Pokemon Trainer 5678, Spectre 5336, Chris Nairuz, Bradley Bowden, Twin Squid, Beastwolf 24, Kyle Warwick Matthew, Jeff Thune 2812, WC Chains 9782, and Mauricio NL69 for being the President's generous and appreciated channel members.
Even more shoutouts to Gray Abramson, Chris the Prop Man, Calavera County WX, Sonic X78369, Juggernog Soda 24, Sanji 7326, Darth Knight 777, Terra Under Construction, Blake DeWombat, Amar Bernard 3257, Dome Shot 529, Mr. Excalibur 4320, Silver Prime 152, EXL Sam, Lovely Bob Slay, Iceman 4229, and Forex 8948 for being our honorable and loyal channel members.
And finally, shoutouts to Evil Rolo, JPG67, Kirkham Gunther 8618, Rebel Beat 4234, Brandon Flynn 6353, Alpha Diamond, Nostalgia Network, Hitman Fan 47, Gamer YT 918, Mevins 2001, Your Boy Hunter 389, Lamarian Harris Franklin, SRF 8788, Beardozer, Gabe Dudas 2201, Latura Coleman 6123, Stephen Platt 3840, Omnilude, Fabian Moans, and Wilson Films 50 for being the President's devoted and valued channel members. Thank you for watching the video while somehow dealing with my fake